future of some British Rail intercity services in the southwest if the government's rail privatisation plans go ahead. But as the government and BR wrangle about how to divide up the service, French railways are spending the equivalent of £10 billion to boost the high-speed TGV network. Our transport correspondent Richard Watson has been investigating.
Clock this. That was the catchphrase used in a recent advertising campaign designed to improve British Rail's image. The advert claimed that BR runs more high-speed trains than any of its European competitors. But high-speed to BR is just 100 miles per hour, a fraction of the speed of some European services. Well, I'm standing at the sharp end of France's TGV, Train à Grande Vitesse. We're now hurtling through the French countryside south of Paris at 300 kph. That's 185 miles per hour. So how do the French do it, given that our own national carrier, British Rail, seems to be always struggling against the wrong kind of snow and leaves on the track? The answer is a massive investment programme from the private sector. The Confederation of British Industry believes that unless the southwest gets better rail links to the Channel Tunnel, it's in danger of withering on the vine as the centre of gravity of European development shifts eastwards. Meanwhile, France is getting on with the job of expanding its TGV network to almost every region of the country and boosting international services. The French will spend about £10 billion on railways over the next 5 years, derived mostly from private sector bank loans, a method of raising money which is not open to British Rail. Current projects will see new lines around Paris to the Channel Tunnel, to Germany and to underdeveloped regions of France such as Normandy. The French Ministry of Transport, appropriately perhaps located in one of the new wave of daringly designed Parisian buildings, sees the expansion of its TGV network as the key to future prosperity.
There is an indirect benefit for the development of the big cities in France, for the regions, because, you know, it is very important for industry, for services societies, to be well connected to to Paris, of course, and to the main European cities.
The tantalising thought for those in the southwest is that if the region was governed from Paris rather than from Whitehall, a new high-speed line would probably now be under construction. Instead, there's a commitment from John Major's government to end 40 years of state ownership of British Rail, reversing the decision to nationalise the service taken after the Second World War in the age of steam. So will the French government be following the British towards privatisation?
No, we don't think so. And we don't think it could be a good deal for French railways, because, you know, in the railways you have services which have a very high level of profitability. You have services which have a low level. Of course, if there are public services, they must be paid by the state or by public authorities.
The TGV then will stay firmly in the hands of government. It clearly offers a faster service than its competitors, but what about the other aspects of the train? As a test, I took a train from Paris to the city of Tours, about 30 miles further than the journey from London to Bristol. The cost, about £30 return, including seat reservation, and the journey was over in a blistering 55 minutes. Standard return on BR's London to Bristol run has just gone up to £52 and takes 1 hour and 20 minutes. Some French travellers complain about the hassle of ticket reservations, but they would seem to be getting a better deal than the British. Most, however, are enthusiastic about the TGV.
Le TGV, il est très bien, il est comme ça.
It's very good when you make competition with the aeroplanes.
So will people living in the southwest benefit from the opening of the Channel Tunnel next year? Business leaders in the region say not, and they've been pressing BR for a dedicated high-speed link to Europe. But BR has already ruled this out on grounds of cost. So it looks as though the 21st century dream of taking a sleeper train in, say, Plymouth and waking up in any European capital looks likely to stay well within the realms of fantasy.